Hello and welcome to the Micro Rocket Lab. The purpose of this lab is to generate, collect, and test mixtures of hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. For this lab we need two 250 milliliter beakers, 3/4 filled with tap water, a pipette bulb, an oxygen test tube, as well as a test tube for hydrogen, and a candle. Additionally, we need H2O2, hydrochloric acid, manganese, and zinc. To generate oxygen, we first labeled the test tubes H2 and O2. Next, we added 2 to 3 pieces of manganese metal into this O2 test tube. We then filled the test tube 3/4 full of 3% hydrogen peroxide. We gently placed the stopper onto the test tube, but we made sure to be careful because the glass is sharp. We then waited 10 seconds and placed the water-filled pipette bulb over the top of the glass stem, making sure to not squeeze any water out. When the bulb ends up full of gas and all this water here is gone, we'll keep the bulb vertical, lift it off the glass stem, quickly cover the end with our fingers, and squeeze the gas into the candle flame that we have going here. Then we will record the loudness on a scale of 1 to 10 in our data table. Go. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think that was a 0. To generate hydrogen in the next step, be sure to use hydrochloric acid rather than hydrogen peroxide. Here we have the water-filled pipette bulb. We're now getting ready to test H2. I'm going to give the pipette bulb to my lab partner here, and he's going to use the same procedure. He's going to place it on top and wait for the water to run out. Now he made sure here to not squeeze any water out. Now as we can see, the water is running out very quickly. Now that the water has run out, my lab partner is going to be very careful. He's going to make sure that he keeps the pipette bulb vertical, cover it with his fingers, bring it over to the flame and listen. We heard a small pop. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give that a 2. Okay, so for part number 7, collecting and testing different measures, we've refilled the pipette bulb. As you can see, we still have our markings. These are going to play a very important role in this part. For part 7, we'll be testing different mixtures. So as you can see, you have a data table in your lab. For you, we'll be demonstrating the one with 4 parts H2 and 2 parts O2. I'm going to hand the pipette bulb to my lab partner here. As you can see, he's going to place it on the H2. You see we have these markings here. They play an important role. When 4 parts of this pipette bulb are no longer filled with water, my lab partner is going to take the pipette bulb off and then place it on the oxygen tube. And then wait until it is completely empty before continuing. We have used the 4 parts of the H2 and are now finishing the procedure using the 2 remaining parts of O2. We've now filled the pipette bulb with 4 parts H2 and 2 parts O2.
Are you ready?
We're following the same procedure here. Let's listen. On a scale of 1 to 10, give that one an 8. Just one additional note here. In your lab packet, you have a data table filled with many ratios. We demonstrated just the 4 parts H2 and the 2 parts O2 for you. Make sure to complete all of them for the best understanding. Here we have a tester. This is a very, very powerful tool. Let's demonstrate. It conducts very well and you need to be very careful while using it. Here we have the pipette bulb. Using this, we're going to fill it with 4 parts of H2 and 2 parts of O2. We're then going to attach it to this wooden block we have here and use the Tesla coil to make it into a rocket. When you're doing the rocket part of the lab, make sure to keep a little bit of water in the pipette bulb for the best results. My partner has now filled the pipette bulb with 4 parts H2 and 2 parts O2. I'm now going to plug in the Tesla cord. My partner is going to carefully remove the pipette bulb, bring it over to the wooden block, and let's watch. I think that was a 10.
I'd second that motion.
You may think your lab is over, but now comes the hardest part, cleaning up. To finish cleaning up, you're going to remove all the supplies, place them back where they came from, take a paper towel, and make sure you dry off the entire table. In order to clean up, you have to decant, rinse, and then dry out the metals on a paper towel and make sure that you save them, as my partner is doing. And now he lays out the metals to dry. So when they're done drying, we'll place them back in their containers, safe and sound.
This lovely production is brought to you by the kind folks at HAN Studios.
I second that motion.
Keep it safe, folks. Keep it safe.